Hello and welcome to a deck profile for X-Files CCG. This deck I've dubbed the Hand. Um, let's talk about our starting agent teams. Starting with Fox Mulder, we have Alex Krycek, Albert Hosteen, and Agent Jerry Lamana. Um, Jerry Lamana is part of the team due to his once per game effect, where while you're investigating a site, you can force your opponent to reveal their hand. You may take a card and then play it, as long as it's legal, and can be a real backbreaker for your opponent. Albert Hosteen, similar kind of vein. He starts the game with a token. You can discard it to look at your opponent's hand and select any one conspiracy card from their hand. You can say they may not play that card, and if they ever do, you get to ask a question about their X-File. Krycek is here to feed the conspiracy pool and take advantage of his good combat skills. Mulder's here for his ability to be Mulder. We'll run down, though the starting team value is 20. Start with the equipment cards. Pretty straightforward equipment suite. A hospital crash cart to heal our agents if need be. 2 shotguns as conspiracy pool fodder to sell for 6. And we have 2 Alien Stilettos, either a good value for 5 to sell for CP, or to boost your resource pool by playing it. There are a couple alien investigation sites, and in the event that you run into an alien adversary, can be quite helpful there as well. On to the Bluffs. The Bluffs are a general roadblock strategy. Laser barrier, injured relatives, and section chief Joseph McGrath, along with a single Oubliette. The 2 laser barriers prevent one of your opponent's agents from contributing to a skill check. Injured relatives makes your opponent, or makes you send one of their agents to the hospital undamaged, taking away probably their key investigator for the site. Section Chief Joseph McGrath, similar approach, but sends them to the bureau. The Oubliette is rather expensive, but will remove an agent from your opponent's team for several turns until all the tokens have been removed, and then they are sent back to the bureau. Part of the theme of this deck is occult adversaries and taking advantage of a particular event that we have in the deck. The main idea is to pair any one of these 4 occult adversaries here with an Evile One to multiply or double up their stats and decimating an agent team. Good pairings here. Obviously, if we're playing the Marji and Terri combo, so these 2 together double each other's stats, and then along with an Evile One, you're essentially quadrupling stats and then just a wrecking ball. Manitou has their ability that any agent wounded by him may not heal until a healing card is played, so not only large stats, but devastating effect if they don't have healing cards handy. Dark Angel's just good. Expensive, but good. And there'll be ways to minimize the cost of what we're doing here. The list is an inclusion here, more of a denial strategy than anything. We make a note on a piece of paper, place it in the opponent's field with the paper underneath. If the listed agent investigates a different site before this card is negated, reveal the paper with the listed agent. The agent must go to the hospital with 0 health and may not contribute to skill checks this turn. So another agent denial portion to the strategy. These sites we'll go over quickly. We have 2 Arlington, Virginia, 2 Cumberland, Virginia, 2 Lake Okobogees, 2 Skyland Mountains, 2 Newarks, 2 Olympic Forests, and 2 University of Maryland. We're trying to utilize the strengths of our team. Most of our investigating will be completed as a full unit. unless you have the right mixture of abilities and skills. But our objective with this deck is to go slow and try to eliminate our opponent's agents and then be able to kind of take over the game at that point. Events, we have one unexpected call, one Langley, one friend in the FBI. These are singletons just because of deck space. Friend in the FBI is resources. Langley cancels the bluff, and an unexpected call will steal your opponent's resource pool. We have 2 grid pattern search to get back your events that you want from the discard pile. 2 hard evidence, again, to fuel our resource pool. 1 Frohike to cancel event cards played. 2 X's to negate adversaries. 1 No One So Paranoid. We run this to be a little bit more efficient and take advantage of all of the Lone Gunman's abilities. We of course run 2 Deep Throats. Lets you ask any one question about your opponent's X-File. A 1 Breath to go find one of 2 events that are important to our strategy. Those events being Amaru Urn. This is played in your opponent's side of the field. Lets you play occult adversaries as bluffs, and when they're face down and when they're revealed, they do not need to, well, they can ignore all the activators, and this will stay in play until your opponent investigates an occult site successfully. The other event we might want to go find would be the German promo card, Die Hand Die Verletzt. Essentially what this card does is let you search through your deck, find an occult adversary, and play it, ignoring the activator keywords for free on the site. So you can see where we can diminish the cost of our Dark Angels or Evile Ones, and comboing that with the Marji Terri combo or the Manitou can become quite efficient. Remember that the Amaru Urn makes it so that your adversaries are considered bluffs, so they will be played for 1 less as well if they're played face down. So Marji and Terri now become 2 costs when you play them on a site face down. And we have 2 of those German promo cards in the deck. Round out the rest of the deck, we have a Smoke and Mirrors 5, just to add plus or minus 3, plus it's good conspiracy pool fodder. We have 2 computer access denied, requiring your opponents to make a computer 4 skill check, or they cannot complete whatever skill check they're trying to accomplish. For 2 cost is pretty effective and pretty awesome. We have 2 unexplainable time losses. Again, attacking skills that most teams usually don't run very high of. So forces your opponent to make a science 4+ skill check, or you end their turn immediately. And the last card in the deck is a Deny Everything. In the event they do get to ask a question, you can play this for 8 and respond with, I can neither confirm nor deny that assumption, and that is all the information they get. So that is the deck, The Hand. Please enjoy playing it and have a great time. This is a very strong deck with a lot of very strong cards in it, and should be a lot of fun to play.